Good day, everyone. We are going to present a research project about the impact of improper disposal of electronic devices on soil and water of residents from Barangay Cupang, Antipolo City. My name is Allanis Madueno, and my members are Micha, Paguntalan, and Lorin Llagas. For Chapter 1, The Problem and its Background. Let us begin with the background of the study. As more people in Barangay Cupang use gadgets and appliances in their daily lives, we are also seeing more and more electronic waste. Sadly, many residents are not aware of how dangerous it is to throw these items away with regular waste. When electronics breaks down in landfills or empty lots, they can release toxic chemicals that pollute the environment and even affects our health. That's why we want to look deeper into this issue to understand how people in the barangay handle their e-waste and to find better ways to deal with it through education, recycling, and community efforts. Statement of the problem. This research looks into the effects of improper e-waste disposal on the soil and water in Barangay Cupang. We will find out how much residents know about proper disposal methods, what they currently do with their old devices, and how that behavior affects their environment. We also want to understand who is most affected by this issue by looking at their age, income, and education, and how willing they are to take part in better e-waste management programs. Objectives of the study. Our goals are to identify what type of electronic waste are often thrown away improperly, what harmful substances they may contain, and how these chemicals could affect our soil, water, and health. We also want to suggest simple and doable solutions that can help reduce this problem in the community. Scope and delimitations. This study is focused only on Barangay Cupang. We surveyed 50 residents during May and June 2025. We asked them about their disposal habits, any noticeable changes in their surroundings, and possible health issues related to e-waste. We are focusing only on small electronics, not big appliances or other kinds of waste.
For Chapter 2, we review different studies and articles related to our topic. Most of them explain that electronic waste or e-waste contains harmful chemicals like lead and mercury. If e-waste is thrown away improperly, these chemicals can leak into the soil and water, which may affect the health of people, animals. Some researchers also said that many people are not aware of how dangerous e-waste can be, and that most communities don't have proper disposal systems for it. These studies help us understand our topic better and supported the need to study how e-waste affects Barangay Copa. And that ends with chapter 2.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Micha Paguntalan, and now I will discuss the two chapters, which is chapter 3 and 4 for our research. So, chapter 3, our methodology. Let's proceed to project design. So, the study uses a descriptive qualitative design to examine the impact of improper disposal of electronic devices on soil and water. Next is local of the study. So, the local of our study is in Barangay Cupang in Lower Antipolo because of its accessibility and the visible informal e-waste dumping. So next is the respondents. So our respondents includes a selected household, residents, and they were chosen through a purposive sampling because they are the one that is directly involved or affected by the e-waste disposal. And next is project instrument. So our project instrument is a survey questionnaire to collect data on awareness, disposal practices, and opinions about the electronic waste. Next is data collection process. So surveys were distributed anonymously to ensure the honest answers and also to gain deeper insights on the challenge faced. And next is data analysis. So data analysis, it was done using the descriptive statistics like mean, frequency, and percentage. So to identify the trends and measure the environmental impact of e-waste disposal. Next is the evaluation procedure. So the evaluation procedure involved validating survey forms for completeness and accuracy to ensure the reliable conclusions. So next is the research method. So the study followed a scien- followed the scientific method from identifying the problem, gathering data, analyzing it, and to draw the objective conclusion based on the community or the respondents' response. So statistical use like mean frequency and percentage, they were used to summarize data clearly and also to support the findings. Chapter 4, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of findings. So here in Chapter 4, we have two main questions, which the demographic profile and the knowledge and awareness of residents about the electronic waste or the e-waste. So first is the demographic profile. So in the demographic profile of the residents of Barangay Cupang is summarized based on age, gender, educational attainment, and years of residency and occupation. Here in Table 1.1, for the demographic profile of age, so we can see that mostly our respondents age 18 to 25 has the percentage of 58.1 and ranking first. Next is the table 1.2, which is the gender. So mostly our respondents are females and they have the percentage of 55.8 and ranking also one. Then 1.3, the occupation. So most of the respondents are students and they have the percentage of 55.8, which also ranking one. And the table 1.4 for the educational attainment. So most of the respondents is the college level and they have the percentage of 51.2, ranking first. Then 1.5, which is the years of residency. So is living at Barangay Cupang for almost or more than 10 years with the percentage of 44.2. We can say that mostly our residents. Next is the data presentation of the knowledge and awareness of residents of Barangay Cupang in electronic or e-waste. So here in table 2.1, 51.1% of the respondents agree that they frequently dispose old or broken electronic devices. In table 2.2, we can see that it has a tie or split behavior. 35% agree and also 35% disagree on the I have thrown away electronic items with regular household trash. In 2.3, you can see that our respondents agree that they are aware of electronic or e-waste. In table 2.4, our respondents agree that they understand the improper e-waste disposal bringing harm to the soil. Next is 2.5. The respondents agree and they have the percentage of 46.5 that they believe improper e-waste disposal can affect the water quality. In table 2.6, the respondents strongly agree on the statement, I am aware of toxic substances like lead and mercury in electronics. In table 2.7, respondents agree that they know where to properly dispose the e-waste in their area. Next is the table 2.8. Our respondents disagree in the statement, I have participated in any e-waste recycling program. In table 2.9, the respondents agree that the government should strictly regulate e-waste disposal. In 2.10, the respondents also on the statement they feel personally responsible for properly disposing of the electronic devices they own. In table 2.11, they are neutral about the statement I've noticed changes in soil condition in my area over time. In table 2.12, the respondents agree on the statement that they notice changes in water quality in their area over time. In 2.13, the respondents also agree that there are enough facility or programs to dispose the e-waste properly. In table 14, the respondents mostly voted for neutral for the statement, the community is well informed about the proper e-waste disposal. And lastly, of course, in table 2.15, they voted strongly agree that they would support the local initiatives to improve the e-waste management. So that's all for the chapter 3 and 4.
To conclude, most residents in Barangay Cupang know that e-waste is harmful, but many still throw it away with regular trash. There is a gap between awareness and action due to lack of information and proper facilities. More education, better disposal options, and stronger community programs are needed to protect the soil and water. So we recommend the following. Hold information drives or barangay seminars to educate people about the dangers of e-waste. Set up e-waste collection bins or centers in barangay. Coordinate with local government and environmental organizations to make recycling programs available and easy to access. With small steps like this, we can help protect the environment and the health of the people in the community. With better programs, clear rules, and more education, Barangay Kupa can become cleaner, safer, and more responsible community when it comes to e-waste. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. We hope our study helped show why proper e-waste disposal is important for protecting our soil and water in Barangay Kupa. Thank you for listening, and we're now open for questions or comments.